Well, good morning, guys. Uh, didn't think I was going to get a video out this week. As you saw, I put a short up yesterday. We had a nice little storm roll through. I want to get at potatoes. I want to see if we got any. I'm not holding out a lot of hope, but because like I said, I've never done this before with potatoes, so we're going to find out. Ooh, and I don't want to lose these $3,000 clips. All right. All right, so I came out here the other day. I kind of dug around in here a little bit. Put these up over here. And I didn't really feel anything. So I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of here. I dug in this one a little bit. And I still have the black ant problem in my cart. It's been a lot easier without gloves. I didn't think about that ahead of time. There we go. So the good news is I can reuse those clips and those stakes over here. I'm kind of afraid those peppers are going to break off though. So I figure I have these extra ones over here with these. I guess these are, oh, I just bent that one. Last time they just pushed right into the ground. I guess maybe the rain has made it a little tougher than I thought. So I think what we'll do is we'll pull this up and see. Now, oh, we do have one little potato there, guys. I don't know if it's hardened off or not. And I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not. So that's a good sign, I guess. One little potato so far. It's a little guy. They don't quite look like they're done yet. So, or maybe it's a variety, I don't know. So I want to get all this stuff out of here first. And put this stuff in the compost. Actually, that top stuff, I'm going to leave that in there. Those the big black ants are running around like crazy over there. So get the worst of this off, I guess, or I can just dump it in there. Let me bring you guys a little closer so you can see what's going on. So my plan is to take and dump this into there a little at a time and see what we get. Bag is kind of heavy though. It did rain a little bit, so that could be why. We got one potato. That's a clump. No potatoes yet. Oh, there's one. Ooh, it's a fairly nice one. That's two. Kind of was thinking I'd get a little more than that. Bottom of this bag feels a little heavy though, so maybe, just maybe. Nope. So that was it, guys. I got three potatoes. There's another one. There's no more in there. Well, so we got three potatoes. I'm going to put the other one there. It is. That's a little disappointing, to say the least. I don't know how I'm going to get all that back into there. So, two really small ones, and one meh one. So we'll take those in, dry those off, or let them air dry. They look kind of small. I'm just wondering what I did wrong, because maybe it was overcrowded. Maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll just take this like this. We're just going to put this all back in there. I'm going to keep it that way. And then next year we'll dump it out and pour it back in. We'll mix it with some more nutrient soil or something, you know. Geez, I'm kind of disappointed in that. Maybe I didn't get the right potatoes. I don't know. Nope, here's another itty bitty tiny one. That doesn't sound like it grew enough. I mean, we're well beyond the growing period. Don't see any more in there. So I don't know. I'm going to mix this up a little bit, kind of get that straw that we put in there mixed a little bit. So that's kind of strange. I thought this was pretty straightforward, but I guess not. Maybe I didn't give enough nutrients. And I don't know. I still see some fertilizer beads in there. So I don't know. Kind of strange. I was kind of hoping for some potatoes this year. Oh, that little guy back. Well, we'll see. Maybe one of the other bags did well. Problem is, I rushed and I didn't mark down what each potato was. So if one of these does better than the other, well, shoot. Let's try and tip that in there. I don't mind if I lose a little bit, which I'm going to, because that side folded over on me. But we'll fold it back that way. There we go. Good deal. Okay. So that one's done. I guess we can move on to the next one. Lost a little bit of soil, but that'll go back to Mother Nature. All right. So we'll move on to the next one over here. I don't know if we'll get all these done today. It's starting to get warm. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already over 80, so we'll see what we get done here. This one was a bigger vine. That one that I just did was kind of small. And this one's got like 2 really, really big vines in it, so hopefully. It was a little harder to stake up because the vines were so big. I had to put so many clips on this. There we go. Come on. So many of these $3,000 clips. Yeah, I joke about that, but in reality, I paid 20, 30 something dollars for these clips, and I got it with some other stuff. So I guess when I did it, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't remember them costing that much. But they did. There we go. All right, what do we got? One more? Yep, one more. There we go. All right, that one's done. So now, I'm going to pull out those vines. And we'll put the vines in the compost. I feel like I just took a shower and I'm dirty already. C'est la vie. So, all right, big boy. Let's get these stakes out of here. These came in really useful this year. Not that they didn't come in useful last year. I think this year was a little more useful. All right. Let's get this over here, actually. There's some little ones on there, like little tiny ones. I mean, itty bitty tiny ones. But that's better than the other ones. The other ones didn't have anything. So I'm thinking these might just stopped growing and never grew to maturity. The bad boys over there. And let's get this started. A little grass in there. All right, here we go. A little bit at a time, maybe. This bag's a lot drier than the other one was, so. That one was a little wet. This is really dry. I don't see any taters so far. So maybe we'll just we'll grow it different next year, I guess. Try something different, I guess. Well, isn't that a bummer? No taters, but there's squirrel stuff in there. Well, that was a bust. I could have just left that all in there. Oh, wait a minute. Here's one. There's one. Oh, there's one. Still a little disappointing. All that effort, those big old vines, and didn't get nothing out of it, hardly. We'll have to do a little internet search. I'm going to toss this in the El Composte. Well, shoot. We'll just pour all this back into there. Probably better if I move the camera again. So we didn't get anything out of that, really. I mean, one little tomato. Potato. Maybe while I'm digging this out and putting it back, we'll find more. I'm not counting on it. But we'll see. There's really nothing in here, so. And I did kind of pour it slow. So I guess I got some learning to do to get this right. Because there's no potatoes in this. Just that one. Yeah, bummer. It is what it is, guys. I mean, again, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a pro container gardener. I'm learning. Whoa. I don't want to waste any more of this, so I have to. So, all right, bummer 2. On to bummer 3. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll get something out of this. It's almost like they just started growing because there were so many small, itty bitty, tiny ones on the vine. Silly me for thinking that would be straightforward, right? And it could have been the way I did it. I don't know. It's one of those things. I read about it, went online, watched some YouTubes, and I'm pretty much sure I did it exactly how they did it. There we go. More $3,000 clips. So I'm thinking it's back to the drawing board for potatoes. Same thing happened last year with the yams, but the yams I think I started them way too late, so they didn't have enough time. But who knows? All right, let's get this dug out of there. Yeah, these just fell apart, and I don't know. I don't see any little potatoes. I just see a bunch of dead vine. And maybe I'm harvesting these too soon. But I planted these way back in, the end of February, March, something like that. Whew. It is getting to be hot, guys. Gotta tell you. Well, I thought the bag felt a little heavy, but on the first two, there's a itty bitty tiny one. Another itty bitty tiny one. That one looks like a peanut almost. A little baby peanut, but I didn't plant peanuts. I planted potatoes. Oh, there's a small one there. There's a teeny tiny one there. Well, I mean, they were there, but with the vines dying off, I guess I just assumed that they were done. All right, let's dig through this magic pile here. Oh, that's just disappointing. And the little itty bitty tiny one. So, I mean, they were growing, but it looks like they just stopped growing. Well, sugar. A little tiny one. So, here we go again. Oh, there's a big old root there. I feel like just lifting this thing up and dumping them out, but you know what? I'm just gonna tuck these into the compost over. Maybe I keep this one just because I do like them little bitty potatoes that come out. Goodness gracious! Good thing I'm not relying on this for food for the year. But again, doing this to learn, doing this to figure it out. And I just saw another one. There we go. Too tiny to do anything with. Probably lose that just boiling it. I wish I'd brought the shovel up with me. It would make this a whole lot easier, that's for sure. So I guess I'll be doing some research online, because I really would like to grow some potatoes. I would like to grow some yams. I don't understand why. I mean, obviously people grow them in containers and bags. I just watched a guy the other day came across my feed, and he had a pretty decent harvest from a bag. That one can go, I guess. Worst comes to worst, some of the animals will get those. You know, that's all right. I don't want the animals around, particularly. Oh, we got a big old earthworm in there. A big old earthworm. That's good. That means the soil's healthy. We'll leave them in the bag. There's a spider. We don't want that one. That kind of looked like a brown recluse, but it might have just been a wolf spider. Okay. Last one, guys. Fingers crossed. Or, you know, my other thought is I put more than one potato in there. Maybe that did it. Maybe just wasn't enough room. I don't know. So again, I'm gonna have to do a little research, but if you guys think you have an answer for me, please drop it in that comment section. Because I really, 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 really would like to grow some potatoes. I do enjoy my taters. For breakfast. Home fries. Oh, we got 2 more clips. I thought I only had 1 more clip. I was a happy camper with the 1 more clip. Oh no, there's more than that. There's another one down here. Goodness, how many clips did I put on this one? Yeah, I can feel my allergies already kicking up. Tell you what, going to an office job from an outside job these past 15, 20 years, I feel the difference when I'm outside, boy. Tell you what. Come on now. Don't be like that. There we go. Let's pull that out of there. All right. We saved all the $3,000 clips. So next year they'll be worth $2,000. All right. I should have brought one of the empty bags I have downstairs up. And I just could have dumped it from one bag into the other bag. Yeah, I don't get any tug on these, so I mean, there's one little bitty thing there was attached to another little bitty thing. Yeah, these just don't look like they grew. I mean, they did, obviously. Because visually you could see it. I didn't drink enough water yet this morning. I can feel it. All right. Let's see. Was that little bitty one going to be it? No, there's a little bitty tiny one there. Yeah, these are all right near the surface. It's the little bitty tiny ones. There's a okay one. What was that one? That's too tiny, I think. Oh, maybe it wasn't one at all. Okay, be that way. Come on, give me something. Nah, that's it, guys. I don't think we got anything this year worth talking about. That's for sure. I mean, we still beat last year as far as what you doing down there, Bug? As far as harvest go, I mean, we did get other stuff, so I can't complain. I mean, I could, but what good would it do? All right, so that's that. A little disappointing. Wee bit disappointing. I was so hoping we were going to have taters this year. Silly me. Got to figure out what I'm doing wrong. That's all there is to it. Maybe it's not getting enough water. Maybe I didn't put enough fertilizer on, or maybe I put one too many in the pot. Some of these had 3 in them, so maybe that's the trick. I don't. Maybe there was too many of them in one pot, so they stunted everything. Yeah. What you doing in there? All right, let me get. You know what? I'm not going to save any of these. It just reminded me of what a disappointment my potato harvest was this year. At least putting them out here, maybe one of the animals will get it. Well, I don't know if that even went in, and it didn't. Oh, it did. Yay. Okay. Well, guys, sorry to disappoint, but that's how it goes, right? I mean, I'd like to be 100% grown full on and every year and whatnot. I really would. But if that was the case, we'd never have food shortages or anything like that. Everybody'd be growing food, and I'm so tired of these ants. I really am. They're annoying as heck. I'm definitely going to have to figure something else out to kill them off. Diatomaceous earth kept them down. I will give the diatomaceous earth that. It did keep them down. Oh, cricket, sorry, buddy. He's just a baby, too. I don't like to do that, but I thought it was a black ant. There you go. We'll get that all covered back up. So, anyway, guys, sorry to disappoint. I guess that's how gardening goes. So, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. All of you that watch all the way through. Really appreciate y'all. And those of you that are subscribed, again, I'm sorry I disappointed y'all there. Maybe next time we'll get something else out. But I got to look into what we're going to do with these empty pots. I don't want to leave them sit. The mint and spearmint and peppermint's all taking them over. So I reckon we're going to have to clean a lot of that out. But yeah, so it was a little disappointing. But again, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're going to keep going. We're going to keep trying. We're going to figure this out and get it done. If you guys have suggestions, if you know what I did wrong, drop it in the comments. And unfortunately, this is going to be the only video. This won't come out on Wednesday. This is probably only going to be the only video, most likely. If I get out here after work one day and I'm able to do something, I'll definitely will. I want to get you guys a couple videos a week if I can. We are getting to my time to go on vacation. So there's going to be other stuff coming up. I'm going to take, I'll put some videos out while I'm on vacation, but I want to thank everybody again. And I can't believe we're over 155 now. It's amazing. Thanks for coming along on this journey, and we'll keep going. And again, guys, if y'all see something I'm doing wrong, drop it in the comments. Let me know, because I want to get better at this, because I want to start providing for myself. I want to get as much food homegrown as I can and stop shopping at the grocery store, getting all those pesticides and chemicals and stuff all over my food. So anyways, guys, have a great day. Have a great week. Stay blessed. And if I get another video out this week, I'll be sure to, post out so y'all will know if you have that little bell notification turned on. And if you're not subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and then share these videos out if you would. That will help the channel much. A little disappointing this year, but or for taters anyway. Like I said, we have some other good stuff. We got a lot of basil, and I might try and pick up a dehydrator so I can dry some of this stuff and get my own basil and oregano. We'll see. Guys, have a good one. Take care. God bless. Have a great week.